but they will not allow me to leave my house and have any interaction with the public, even though I am completely healthy and symptom-free. I am frustrated by this fact, and I have been told that the Attorney General's intention is to file legal action against me, and if this does occur, then I will challenge those legal actions.
Saying she will not be bullied by politicians, a Maine nurse gave the state an ultimatum: lift up Ebola quarantine by Thursday, or she will disregard the restrictions and go to court.
And I am completely healthy. You know, you could hug me, you could shake my hand. There is no way that I would give you Ebola.
Casey Hickok's case illustrates how U.S. states are struggling to protect against the virus without resorting to overzealous and useless precautions or violating civil rights.
The state of Maine.
33-year-old Hickox tested negative for Ebola after returning from treating patients in West Africa. She worked with the humanitarian group Doctors Without Borders in Sierra Leone, one of the 3 countries at the heart of an outbreak that has killed about 5,000 people in West Africa. President Barack Obama has also scolded politicians who have sought quarantine or strict travel bans for caving into fear, although he did not mention anyone by name.
We can make sure that when they come back, they're being monitored in a prudent fashion, but we want to make sure that we understand that they are doing God's work over there, and they're doing that to keep us safe. And I want to make sure that every policy we put in place is supportive of their efforts, because if they are successful, then we're not going to have to worry about Ebola here at home.
Meanwhile, officials are still asking for more aid to West African countries battling the virus. U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Samantha Power, visited a World Food Program warehouse in Ghana during a trip to West African countries hit by the disease.
There is a need for far more commitments and far more deliveries upon commitments in order to bend the curve. There's a need for more beds. There's a need for more bleach, more cash in order to pay community mobilizers or people who pick up bodies so as to do safe burial.
More than 4,900 people have died from the virus, mainly in Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Guinea.
In other parts of the world now, after 11 years of absence, Japan's crown princess has attended a banquet before visiting Dutch royals. 50-year-old Princess Misako is the wife of Crown Prince Naruhito, the heir to the Japanese imperial throne. She suffers from a stress-related illness which began after joining the imperial family in 1993. Since the birth of their daughter in 2001, she has rarely made public appearances, but has largely stayed away also from royal duties. Plus, the Vatican has unveiled a new high-tech energy-saving lighting and air purification system to protect Michelangelo's delicate Sistine Chapel frescoes from damage.
Dust brought in from outside, body sweat and carbon dioxide pose a major risk to the masterpieces, which are more than 500 years old. They include one of the most famous scenes in the history of art, the arm of a gentle bearded god reaching out to give life to Adam. To protect the frescoes, the Vatican has decided to begin restricting the number of visitors to the chapel, where popes are elected in secret conclaves, to 6 million a year. The previous lighting and air conditioning systems were installed in 1994, when the number of visitors stood at about 1.5 million and had become inadequate to protect the work of the Renaissance master. The new air filtering and conditioning system, which is virtually invisible to visitors and uses pre-existing duct openings, moves air at a very slow speed so as not to damage the frescoes. hidden cameras, including 2 of the massive Last Judgment Plane 1 behind the altar, check the number of people, while some 70 monitors control machines outside the chapel that determine airflow, filter out dust, and reduce humidity. The new lighting system uses some 7,000 LED lamps, consuming up to 90% less electricity than previously, reducing heat to further protect the frescoes.
And that's the world today. Thank you for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani.